All right, class. Today we are going to be drawing hair. And the first thing you need to do in order to draw hair is you need to draw a proportionate head. So I'm revisiting drawing a proportionate head. So I'm going to start with a circle. And I'm going to split it right down the middle. From the widest part, I'm going to build the face. Have it come down and meet at the bottom of this line for the chin and the jawline. And then I'm going to split it into thirds. 2 and 3. And then this line is where the eyebrows would go. And the reason that's important is because underneath the eyebrows is where the eyes would go, and that's where the corner of the corner of the eye is going to lead to the ear, and the bottom of the nose is going to lead to the bottom of the ear. I'm going to draw the neck. And I'm going to draw the beginning of shoulders. So what I'd like you to do is to repeat this 8 times. So you have 8 heads on your piece of paper and leave a blank space in the bottom right corner. So pause the video, go ahead and do that. And when you're ready, come on back. Are you back? Great. Welcome back. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a hairline on this first head right here. I apologize that the quality of this video is not super great, but I think you can see enough. So I did my hairline here, and the first hairstyle I'm going to show you is short, straight hair. And I'm actually going to, so I'm going to use the second head here as the back of the head. And the hairline's going to come down about where the chin would be on the back of the head. And then the hair grows in this kind of spiral. They call it the crown of the head. For you gentlemen with shorter hair, you probably notice this is where you get a cowlick in the morning, if your hair sticks up a little bit. If you have longer hair, this is where your hair will naturally part. So I've done the hair in like these little spikies, almost in a like a pinwheel fashion around that point. And now I'm going to use that hair texture to come off of the surface of the head. And they're just basically tiny little spikies. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make sure that I fill in all the way around the edge of the head. I'm going to come down by the ear on the back of the head here. And I'm going to come down to the chin, which, like I said before, is on the back of the head. That's about where the hairline's going to be. And then from there, I can sort of fill in a little bit more texture. So just some more spiky shapes that kind of come away from that spiral and fill in on the back of the head. So now that we've done it from this side, I'm going to actually take it and reverse it. I'm going to flip it over. So the spiral is going to be on the opposite side of the head here. My head's see-through right now. And I'm going to start with that cowlick, which is the part where the spiral is starting. And I'm going to bring the hair down to the ear. And then I'm going to bring it up and over the head. And it's texture, so it should come off of the head. And my little spikies are going to go in the opposite direction of the back of the head. And stop by the ear. Now, the hairline is going to be the same basic stuff. Shorter little spiky pieces. And I'll show you that. There we go. So just some spiky pieces. Some of them go in some directions, some go in others. And since he's got slightly longer hair, I'm going to continue that on the back of the head a little bit. And now I'm going to add some more texture back in. So here we have what I would probably call short, straight hair. So this could be a girl character or a boy character. Just a character that has short, straight hair. So I'm going to start now. I'm going to go ahead and add a hairline onto this one. The next one we're going to do is short curly hair. And the concept is really pretty much the same. I'm going to have it be the same side of the head with the spiral, so it's going to be right here. And that little cowlick is going to kind of come up and be a little bit curly. It kind of looks like a fountain, like it's exploding out of the head. And those pieces, instead of now being pointy little spikes, I'm actually going to make them into little, almost like ocean waves. My favorite thing about drawing curly hair is that it doesn't have to be perfect, and it still will look pretty good. So some of those curls are going to flip out, and some of those curls are going to curl inward, and I'm going to stop by the ear, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then the hairline is going to also be kind of curly. So some of those hairs will go one way, some of them will go the other way. Give them a little bit of flip here. Okay, and now I can give it this little part at the bottom here because I'm going to pretend that it's a little bit long enough to see. And then I can go in and take that same shape and do some more texture in the top of the head. So they're mostly just little like flippy curly lines. And there you go. Short straight hair and short curly hair. Now the reason I didn't do short wavy hair is because when gravity takes a hold, it will pull those waves down. So short wavy hair and short curly hair will probably look really, really similar. So now we're going to move on to some longer hairstyles. Again, I'm going to go ahead and put in that hairline. And I'm going to start with long straight hair with my the crown of my head where that spiral is on the same side. And the part of my hair is where I'm going to start. So it's going to have a little bit of a three-dimensional look to it. It's going to bump off of the head a little bit. And even really straight hair will have a little bit of bend to it. And so I want to make sure that I'm not touching the head. So you can see I've left a little bit of space because hair is a three-dimensional thing. Make it even. So this one has a good haircut. And hair is actually going to come probably right up to the neck. That way you avoid the Cocker Spaniel look where it looks like you've got dog ears hanging down. Hair goes around the back of the head, so you have to make sure that you're adding that in. And I'm just going to do some lines at the bottom. And then right around the front, I'm going to bring some of the hair and kind of like tuck it back behind the ear. And just for this purpose, I think I'll do like a side bang type look where the hair will wrap around a little bit over the forehead and then again get kind of like tucked behind the ear. A couple little lines for texture. And there we have it. We have long, straight hair.